My name is... Can somebody turn on the lights, please? Come on. Turn on the lights so I can tell my story. Please, a little bit of light. Wow! Not that much light. Turn the lights down a little bit. A little bit. Ah, that's much, much better. Alright. My name is Commodore Matthew C. Perry. I am a naval officer in the United States Navy. But let's on to my story. In 1853, wow! I can tell the story without any help, please. Thank you. Back to our story. In 1853, I get a call from the president, President Millard Fillmore. He said he wanted me to go to Japan and establish trade. See, since the 17th century, Japan did not want to trade with anybody except maybe China. So I gathered up my troops and we got on board our ships and set sail to Japan. We were a very disciplined crew. I would not tolerate any goofing around or horseplay. We had serious business to get to Japan. Now I know what you're all wondering. How come I'm the only one with a face and they just have round heads? That's because I'm the only one that's important in this story. Don't pay attention to them. Anyway, back to Japan. So after many days of sailing, we finally reach Japan. I go on land and talk to the people and tell them, I am Matthew C. Perry and I've got a message from my president and we want to open trade. And you know what they told me? They told me no. I'm Matthew C. Perry. And they told me no. They didn't want to trade with us. So I asked them all and they did not want to trade with us. So I did what you had to do. We turned around and went back to the good old US of A. Now, when I got back to America, the president was not too happy. He wanted me to try again. So I did. But this time, I took our new steam-powered battleships, much bigger, and they didn't have to rely just on sails. It was steam power. They were way more powerful, and they packed way more cannons. So this time, I was going to negotiate a little differently. In February of 1854, we returned to Japan. We go back with 7 ships this time, 4 sailing ships and 3 steamers. We had 1,600 men. Now, the people of Japan, when they saw those steamships out in the harbor with the black smoke and the cannons, they thought they looked like dragons. Yeah, I think they were a little afraid. They wanted me to go, but I said no. Not until we sign our treaty. So there was a little bit of a standoff, but finally, in March 31st, 1854, we signed our treaty. And it established permanent friendship and trade between our 2 countries. I returned back to America a hero. And from what I hear, the people still celebrate me coming to Japan with those steamships because it was a waking call for them. They got to see our ships that looked like dragons. Well, that's my story. Bye-bye.
On his tour of supply commands and quality of life in the 7th Fleet Area of Responsibility, Admiral Ewan stopped by the Jewel of the East Galley to share lunch with service members from local supply commands.
We're working with CNIC, who owns the galleys, and then with our cooks, making sure that they have the tools and the expertise to put together meals that are nutritious, healthy, and made with fresh ingredients.
One of the ways to make that happen is the DoD initiative, Go for Green. The program isn't meant to tell you what to eat specifically, but it is meant to inform you about healthier options for those that are interested.
If you want to make that life-changing movement, to make yourself healthy, you're going to do it, and we're giving you the options of the meal. So you have a choice. It's all up to whether you as a sailor is going to take it and go forth with it.
And Go for Green applies to civilians as well when the galley opens its doors to everyone on the third Wednesday of each month to celebrate the Navy's diversity and heritage observances.
The community is part of our everyday life here. And opening the base up and opening it up to the MLCs or our Japanese co-workers in the area and with our GS employees and our sailors, getting them all together and seeing what we eat as a family is a great event. We get the opportunity every day in the evening sometimes to go out in town and enjoy the bill of fare that we have out in town, and this gives them to have a taste of America.
And with 15 Navy 5-star accreditations and 7 NAE awards for outstanding food service, it's no wonder the line of people goes out the door.
We are one of the best, largest shore galleys in the Navy. We try to keep those standards throughout the whole year. Our CSs, our Bravo 650s, we make sure that we put our love into it, as we say, as in our rate. So we just give you the best, honestly.
Reporting from Yokosuka Naval Base, I'm Petty Officer Anthony Martinez.